be a big boy.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring, I'm Caillou. So many things to do. Each day is something new. I'll share them with you, I'm Caillou. My world is turning, changing each day. With Mommy and Daddy, I'm finding my way. Growing up is not so tough, except when I've had enough. But there's lots of fun stuff, I'm Caillou. Caillou, Caillou, I'm Caillou. That's me.
What's the matter, kids?
Our friends were supposed to come and they're not here.
Well, while we're waiting, it's story time. Now, what did Caillou do today? Today's story is called Caillou's Friends. Caillou was feeling very sorry for himself.
Whatever's the matter, Caillou? You don't look very happy.
I've got nobody to play with.
Don't you have any friends?
No, I don't.
At that moment, Caillou really thought he didn't have any friends, and that made him feel even more sad and lonely.
I'm sure you must have some friends. Let's see if we can think of one. What about that nice girl, Clementine?
Clementine loves candies. Can I? Nope. Okay. Want some? Oh no! I'm putting the yellow ones in a row.
Caillou, that candy was on the floor. It's not going in your mouth.
Wait a minute. I have some more here. They're clean.
Well, that's one friend. Do you have any others?
I don't think so.
Let's see now. What about that boy, Leo?
Leo's funny.
What's so funny, you two?
Nothing, Mommy.
Well, now, that's 2 friends. Do you have any others?
No.
Really? What about Gilbert? Isn't he your friend?
Yay!
Caillou had forgotten about Gilbert. Of course Gilbert was his friend.
Yay, Gilbert, you're my friend.
Caillou was much happier now. He started out thinking he didn't have any friends. But now he knew he had 3. And now that he knew he had 3 friends, Caillou began to think about whether he had any more.
Rosie's my sister, Grandma, but she's my friend too.
That's right.
Caillou?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Mr. Hinkle. And Mr. Hinkle's my friend too. I have lots of friends, don't I, Grandma?
Yes, you do. Look who's coming.
It's Mommy and Daddy. Mommy, Daddy, you're my friends, and so's Rosie and Gilbert and Mr. Hinkle and Clementine and Leo.
Are those all your friends?
Yes.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, yes. And you're my friend too, Grandma.
Oh, you're going to like this story. Excuse me. Now let's see. What did Caillou do today? Today's story is called Big Brother Caillou. It all happened back when Caillou was a very little boy, about 2.5 years old.
Baby sister coming, Mommy?
Very soon, Caillou. I'm going to the hospital today. Grandma will look after you.
A few days later, Caillou was very excited because he was going to meet Rosie for the very first time.
Mommy here, Daddy here.
We're home!
All three of us. Say hello to your new sister, Caillou. This is Rosie.
Caillou wasn't sure if he liked Rosie.
Oh, she's just beautiful. She's absolutely adorable.
Isn't she gorgeous?
She's my special girl.
Rosie wasn't very happy, and neither was Caillou. Nobody was paying attention to him. He thought they only cared about Rosie. Caillou was so unhappy, he didn't even like his doll anymore.
Would you like to rock the baby, Caillou?
No!
Caillou didn't know if he liked Rosie very much.
Okay. Maybe later.
Caillou's daddy wasn't happy to see him pinching Rosie.
Caillou, why did you do that to Rosie?
I don't like Rosie.
Why not?
Rosie doesn't play with me.
But she's only a baby. She's just too little to play with you now. It's not easy being a big brother, is it? But now that you are a big brother, you can protect Rosie since she's so small. Say, would you like to help me? I can't do this by myself. Caillou, would you pass me the diaper, please? P.U.
So, you've been feeling a bit left out of things too, have you, Gilbert? All changed?
Yes, I helped Daddy.
Would you like to hold her, Caillou?
Yes, please, Mommy.
Watch her head. What is it, Caillou?
Rosie smells good. Grandma, come read us a story. A story about Caillou.
I wonder what Caillou did today. This story is called Caillou and Gilbert.
Look, Gilbert. This is a picture of a cat. I'm tired of coloring. I want to play with someone. Rosie.
Caillou wanted to play with someone, but he knew he wasn't supposed to wake up Rosie when she was taking her nap.
Caillou. Shh. You know better than that, Caillou.
But I need someone to play with, Daddy.
Sorry, Caillou. We can't play with you now. You can play with Rosie later.
Caillou didn't want to play with someone later. He wanted to play with someone right now.
Do you want to play with me, Gilbert?
Caillou suddenly thought of another game they could play.
I'll be right back.
Caillou knew that Gilbert would not like a story about a doll, but he thought Gilbert would love a mouse story and a story with birds.
Look, Gilbert. It's story time, Gilbert. This is a story about a mouse named Mousie. One day, Mousie had a friend named Miesie. And one day, Miesie and Mousie... Gilbert, look at the cute mouse. Gilbert, look here. I know what we can play. Hold still. Daddy will take you for a nice ride.
Here, take that corner.
Gilbert! Gilbert and I are playing dress-up. I'm the daddy.
Caillou, dress up is a people game.
A people game?
You know how you don't like to play baby games? That's because you're not a baby, right?
Yes.
Well, Gilbert's a kitty cat, not a person. So he likes playing kitty cat games. Do you know what games he likes best?
Yes. You like cat games, don't you, Gilbert? Meow. Get it, Gilbert? Meow. We're kitty cats playing a game together. Meow.
What nice kitty cats we have.
How would you like to hear about Caillou and a very special friend today? Today's story is called Caillou's Special Friend.
Whee! Yay!
Caillou was playing with his special friend George. Caillou's friend George was a very special friend.
We could play dinosaurs.
Only Caillou knew George, and nobody had ever seen him. Caillou suddenly had a wonderful idea.
Yeah, let's have a race. Look, Mommy, look, Grandma. I'm having a race with my friend. I'm hungry.
Why don't you go and tell Caillou it's lunchtime, okay, Rosie?
Okay, Grandma. I won! Oops.
As Caillou tried to hide the mess, he decided it was all George's fault that the flower pot was broken.
Caillou! 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 Lunchtime! Coming! George runs really fast, you know, but I beat him in a race.
Where does George live, Caillou?
I don't know exactly where he lives,
Caillou,
but I think he lives in our basement. George is probably my bestest friend in the whole world, you know.
Caillou, look. We finished eating and you've been talking so much you haven't even touched your food.
Sorry, Mommy.
Maybe George had better go outside while you finish eating, okay?
Okay, Mommy.
Thank you, George. Caillou will be out soon.
See you later, George.
Hi, Caillou. Can you come here for a moment? Do you know anything about this?
George did it, Daddy.
Are you sure George did this?
Caillou's daddy knew that it wasn't really George who broke the flower pot.
Yes, Daddy, we had a race, and George knocked it down.
Well, I think you might have had something to do with it too. Don't you, Caillou?
Yes, Daddy.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you help me clean up this mess? And the next time you play with George, I think you both should be a bit more careful, okay?
Caillou thought it was a very good idea.
Okay.
Good. You just hold the dustpan steady, and I'll use the brush.
George is very clumsy, isn't he, Daddy?
A bit like you, huh?
I really like it when you push me on the swing.
And I really like pushing you, Caillou.
Hi, you two. It's story time. Now, let's see. What did Caillou do today? Today's story is called Caillou's Big Friend.
Caillou, this is Andre. His mommy and I have been friends since we were little.
Caillou didn't think Andre was little at all. In fact, Andre seemed very big.
You're already a big boy, Andre. How old are you?
I'm 6.
Now, why don't you play with Andre while we talk?
Come on, let's build a castle. Do you have any games we could play? I know. Let's play catch. Not inside. Catch. You broke my castle. No, I didn't. You knocked it over. You're not allowed to play ball in the house. Well, let's play something else then. Let's play hide and seek. Okay, I'll go hide. Okay, I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. Here I come. Caillou, where are you? Caillou, where are you?
Caillou couldn't resist that bare foot. He had to tickle it.
Yeah! Oops, I found you. That's not fair. I tripped. Yes, it is fair. Well, you're it, Caillou. Let's play something else. Well, okay. Do you have any toys in your room?
Andre was upsetting Caillou.
Wait for me. I'll get my robot. Andre, I got my robot. What was that? You broke my chairs.
Andre, are you hurt?
He broke my special chair. He's not my friend anymore.
Andre, I'm so sorry. Let me get a little bandage for that cut.
It's okay.
Caillou was very angry with Andre. But when he saw the cut, he felt sorry for him.
Is Andre hurt, Mommy?
I'm sure he's gonna be all right, honey.
I didn't mean to break Caillou's chair. It was an accident.
Why don't you two play soccer outside for a little while?
But the soccer ball is stuck in the tree. I can reach it. Hey, watch this. Wait up. Look, kick it like this. Got it.
Caillou was having fun playing with Andre now.
Hi-ya! Look, the ball went in the tree again.
This is a story of when Caillou went to the park with his grandpa. And he met a boy he didn't like. Or at least, Caillou thought he didn't like him. Caillou loved going to the park, and sometimes he got to make new friends.
Okay, Caillou, you're on.
I'll make another one.
Well, hello there, and what's your name, young man?
Jim.
Well, Jim, this is Caillou.
Would you like to play with Caillou, Jim?
I think that sounds like a great idea. Now, if you need us, we'll be on that bench right over there.
I'm making a tower. I want to make the tower. That's mine. Ow!
You broke the tower.
No, you did.
I can make a new one.
He knocked it all down.
Maybe it was an accident, Caillou.
Jim's sorry, Caillou. Aren't you, Jim?
But I fixed it.
And you sure did a good job. Now, why don't you two play nicely together, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to play that anymore. I'm going on the swings.
Wait for me. Push me.
No, I don't want to.
You push me first.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Caillou didn't like Jim because he always had to get his own way.
Caillou, what's wrong?
He doesn't want to play with me.
He always wants to be first.
Now, Jim, you know you have to take turns when you play. Did you forget?
I know. Do you want to be my friend again?
So Jim and Caillou took turns with the pail. Then they took turns pushing each other on the swings. And by the end of the day, they were having so much fun playing together. Grandpa probably thought they'd never go home.
Okay, kids, time to go.
Just a few more times, Grandpa, please. Whee!
Are you ready for story time?
Yes, we are.
Now, let's see what Caillou did today. Today's story is called Caillou and Daddy.
Bye-bye, Mommy.
Bye, sweetie. Now don't get into any trouble, you two.
Bye-bye.
Caillou's mommy and sister Rosie were going out for the day. And that meant Caillou would be spending the whole day with his daddy.
That's what I like. A good, strong cup of coffee.
That's what I like, too.
Do you remember our secret plan?
Caillou was helping Daddy make a special surprise for his mommy.
Do you think Mommy's going to like her surprise bookshelf?
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Caillou loved spending time with his daddy like this. Just the two of them together.
Now, this should dry very quickly so we can... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What is it, Daddy?
Well, in the first place, you're covered with paint.
So are you.
Yes, you're right. And in the second place, I forgot to buy the blue paint that goes on top of this undercoat. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take care of business. That's what we're going to do.
Yay!
There you go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then let's go and take care of business. Which color do you think Mommy would like?
This one.
Let's take it.
Are we taking care of business, Daddy?
You bet we are.
Caillou and his daddy decided to have a hot dog for lunch.
Hello? We're home.
Caillou! Caillou! It's dry, Daddy.
What on earth have you two been up to?
We've been taking care of business, Mommy. Look.
Oh, A bookshelf? It's just what I wanted. But wait a minute. It looks like I have a new book, too.
I made it, Mommy.
Are you ready for a story?
A story about Caillou.
Today's story is called Caillou Walks a Dog.
It's the puppy.
Caillou had met this cute little dog before.
Hello, Caillou. I'm looking after this little fellow again. He wanted to visit his friend, Caillou. Would you like to walk the dog with me?
Sure.
Yippee! Could I walk him?
Of course.
Look, Grandma. He's sitting down.
He's waiting for you to tell him to cross the street. Say walk when it's time to go.
Walk.
Caillou loved it when the little dog obeyed his orders.
Wow, 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 wow.
Look what I brought for you.
He wants to play.
Throw the ball and tell him fetch. He'll bring it right back to you.
Fetch. He did it.
Tell him drop it.
Drop it. Wow. Fetch.
Caillou had a wonderful afternoon at the park, playing with the little white dog.
Daddy, you know what I really, really want?
What, Caillou?
I want a little white dog.
He's very cute, isn't he? But you know, Caillou, we already have a pet. We have Gilbert.
But I want a dog that I can walk.
Maybe when you and Rosie are a bit older, we could think about getting a dog. Good night.
Good night, Daddy.
Caillou didn't want to wait until he was older. He wanted to get a dog now. When Caillou found his toy dog the next morning, he got an idea.
This can be your leash. Mommy, Daddy, come see.
What is it?
A surprise. Look. Ow, ow, ow. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Woof. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Doggy, walk.
And now Caillou had a dog of his own that he could walk every day. Poor Caillou. He really got himself into trouble this time. Just look. I wonder what's going on. Let's find out. Today's story is called Caillou and the Doll. It all started when Caillou's mommy was putting on her makeup, getting ready to go out. Caillou liked all the different colors of the makeup. They looked like a paint box.
What are you doing, Mommy?
Putting on makeup
Why?
to look pretty when I go out.
Caillou thought his mummy looked very pretty.
Don't play with that, please. Julie will be here soon, Caillou. Why don't you go downstairs and wait for her?
Bye, 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 Mommy.
Eat up, Rosie.
Why don't you go and play by yourself for a bit while I get Rosie ready for her nap?
Okay. Bye-bye.
How about a story?
Seeing his mommy's makeup gave Caillou an idea for a game.
Caillou, where are you? What are you doing?
Caillou knew he'd spoiled Rosie's doll, and he was afraid Julie would be mad at him.
Oh, there you are. Caillou, what have you been doing?
Julie! Julie!
Oh dear, Rosie's woken up. Caillou, have you seen Rosie's doll anywhere?
No.
Are you sure? She says she left it in the bathroom. Wait a minute, what's that? Stand up a second, Caillou. Caillou. What happened to the doll?
You're mad at me, and Mommy's going to be mad at me too.
Oh dear. Something tells me you've been having a busy afternoon.
Mommy!
Let's see if we can sort it all out, shall we?
Caillou explained how he'd spoiled the doll and how he'd been afraid everyone would be mad at him.
I wanted the doll to be pretty like you, Mommy, but everything went wrong.
Well, Caillou, Rosie still thinks her doll's pretty.
I'm sorry, Mommy.
I know you are, honey.
Just look at Caillou. He's all dressed up. Let's see what's going on. This story is called Caillou's New Babysitter. Caillou's mommy and daddy were going out for a special dinner.
I want to go with you.
Caillou, it's our anniversary. That's a special day for Mommy and Daddy.
But we have something special for you and Rosie, too. A brand new babysitter. Isn't that nice?
I don't want a new babysitter.
That must be Julie now. I'll go and let her in.
I don't like Julie.
Julie was a new babysitter. Caillou wanted his regular babysitter. So he made up his mind he wasn't going to like Julie at all.
Hi, Caillou, I'm Julie.
Just press this button.
Bye-bye.
Doesn't your mommy look pretty in her dress? And doesn't your daddy look smart in his tuxedo? Let's wave goodbye.
Later that evening, it was supper time.
I don't want any supper. I don't want any supper, too.
Caillou, you have to eat your supper.
You can't make me.
I have an idea. Your mommy and daddy are going out for a special anniversary supper. So why don't we do the same?
Even though Caillou had decided he wouldn't like Julie, he was curious about this idea.
Come on then, what are we waiting for? Now you look just as handsome as your daddy.
Do I really?
You bet.
Caillou discovered he was starting to like Julie.
Now let's go and make Rosie look as nice as your mommy.
Gilbert!
Hold it!
Caillou liked Julie's dressing up game, but he still didn't care very much for salad.
Come on, Caillou, you have to eat.
I don't want any supper. I don't want any supper, too.
Well, if you don't want supper, why don't we have breakfast instead?
How can we have breakfast? It's supper time.
It's easy. From now on, everything's going to be the opposite way around. You'll see.
Oh. Hi, Caillou. Hi, Julie. Did you all have as much fun as we did?
We had breakfast.
Really? But what about your supper?
I thought they could have their supper tomorrow, if that's all right.
I'm sure that'll be fine, Julie. And now, if you're ready, I'll take you home.
No, Daddy, no.
Caillou had been having so much fun with his new babysitter. He didn't want her to leave.
Don't worry, Caillou. I promise I'll come back and see you very soon.
Do